it's Elaine from Anabella's. Welcome to Flosstube 203. I'm very happy you're here today. I am working from home from my porch swing and thought it would just be fun to film from here today. I hope you guys had a great week, that you had a wonderful Father's Day weekend. Terry and I did exactly what I thought we would end up doing. We watched a lot of golf, very good golf. Had a great brunch down below at the club that we belong to. It was delicious. And that's about it. I worked on some stitching for an upcoming retreat. I have a model I have to get done for next weekend, actually. Our girlfriend getaway is next weekend. So I was busy stitching that, finishing it off. And that's about it. We really didn't have much else going on. My mama bird is here. You might be able to hear her in a little bit. And just now, my cardinal buddy just landed right in front of me. The food's not out, so he's probably hungry. Come here, buddy. Maybe he'll fly over here. I don't know. But the mama bird has two beautiful babies in her nest, and it's a hanging basket. And my biggest fear is that the plant is going to die before the birds fly away, and then they're going to be exposed to the squirrels and all the other stuff. So hopefully, they'll grow quickly and fly away like they're supposed to. It'll make me sad though. I actually think there's two mama birds because I've seen another bird fly into the nest and there's two eggs in there still, plus the two that hatched, and there's two mamas flying in and out. So who knows what's going on in there? They have like an apartment building where people come and go at all hours. She's not happy I'm out here. Anyway, so let's talk stitching. Oh, I know what I wanted to show you. I brought these out. They were in the hen den. I forgot all about them. So I don't know how many of you follow Lynette Anderson. She's a great quilt and fabric designer, and she has 3 books. These are actually older. I found these on Amazon. This is Stitch It for Christmas, and inside are all kinds of fun stitching projects. They are little decorations. There's some stockings. There's some ornaments, and I just thought this was such a fun book. So I grabbed this one, and then of course, why not get the fall one? So she also has a fall book, Stitch It for Fall, and a spring book, Stitch It for Spring. So I grabbed all of these and hope that I can, do a couple of things before, the holidays. I do most of my sewing and my quilting starting about now. I usually start for fall, and we just got a bunch of new Christmas fabrics in at the shop, so maybe I'll jump right into this book and see what I can create, and then I'll share it with you. So if you want to check those out, they are on Amazon, or at least that's where I found them. You can probably find them anywhere. And let me tell you when they were printed, so you know how far back you might have to look. I don't know if she has a copyright date in here. Let me see the back. Yes. Okay, so these came out in 2012. So they're, a little older, but never goes out of style. Okay, so let me sit here and talk stitchy stuff. So Anabella's has a new release today. Well, it's not today. I just forgot to show it last week. But this is our tiny monthly marker July. And I thought this was just so cute. You've certainly got time to stitch it before the 4th because it's tiny. That's why we call it a tiny monthly marker. So go ahead and look at that. It's available both in PDF and paper format. And then Teresa Kogut has 6 releases that just came out. Let me get a sip of water real quick. So I'm going to show you these here. They're not here yet. We're going to place our order probably, I don't know, tomorrow. And then she'll ship them right out because she says that she has them all ready to go. So as soon as we get them, we'll ship them to you. The first one is Time to Work. And before this one, I believe she had one called Time to Sew. So you can check those out, but Time to Work. The next one is No Place Like Home, which I agree, as you can see, love to be home. Next one is Risen. Then she has Goodness and Mercy. And I believe this is the one that's a booklet of 3 charts. So just so you know, this one will come in a booklet. And then the last is a beautiful sampler called Treasury of Compassion. So those are her 6 new releases. And then Paulette from Plum Street has 2 new releases. These are adorable. I love this one. The first one is a Fine Spot, Pretty Floral. And then look how cute this one is. Perfect for summer stitching, Tropic Troop. So there you go. Really getting excited about our, let me digress for a minute, really getting excited about our Williamsburg retreat with Paulette. Cannot believe it's coming up in just 4 months. So if you are attending, the Facebook group just opened and the Spirit Wear shop will open probably in the next week or so. So you might want to make sure you check your spam folder. It's likely that the email that I sent saying this is the link to join the group may have gone to spam. So just be sure to check that out. And registration is still open. I haven't cut it off yet because the space is very large and they've, they can hold like 1,400 people. So I'm going to keep it open for a little bit longer. Probably as long as I have to cut it off before I have to start ordering supplies. So I've got another month or so that I can leave it open. But be sure to check it out. There's a lot of great hotels in the area. Our hotel is sold out, but there's tons of hotels right in Colonial Williamsburg. A lot of them are affordable, and a lot of them still have space available. So be sure to check them out. We'd love to have you join us. It's going to be a wonderful weekend. Beautiful Colonial Williamsburg. I can't wait. Okay, so let's go back to Cosette A Go-Go. She has 3 little charts. This one is absolutely beautiful. It's called American Sampler. Then she has the little walrus. He's adorable. And then there is Patriotic Basket. So 3 lovely new charts by Cosette A Go-Go. And then Madame Chantilly, I used to carry a lot of her charts. I haven't in a while. I don't know why. I think maybe... I don't know why, but here's the latest one that just came out, and I love it. It's very pretty. It's called Red Flowers. So I'll be better about that. I don't know what happened there. And then Shakespeare's Peddler has This Land Was Made. So this is a beautiful chart too. So many great things coming out, cross stitch and quilting and all kinds of paper craft stuff. We got lots going on over here. All right, so speaking of that, let me get another sip of water. All the birds quieted down. Okay, let's talk about making finishing fun. So if you're new to my channel, Anabella's is a cross-stitch quilting and paper crafting shop. And when it comes to cross-stitch, one of the things that we love to do is to make sure that when you finish your cross-stitch piece, that you fully finish it and that you're not intimidated, because we try to take the fear out of finishing. And we do that by making finishing fun. And every so often we release a beautiful box for, it's usually seasonal. So the one that just went on sale this past week is called the Fall Make Finishing Fun Box. You guys, it's probably one of my favorite fall boxes because it is filled to the brim with all kinds of stitching designs, as well as every single thing you need to stitch them. So that means your floss, your fabric, the charts themselves, and there's 6 in this box, as well as all of the finishing supplies that we're going to be doing with you once you get your stitching done, so that you can fully finish each piece. There's an awful lot in this box, and it's very affordably priced for what you're going to be receiving. So let me tell you what you're actually getting in the box. You're getting the 6 new designs by Anabella's Needle Art. That'll be in booklet format. You're getting a beautiful, it's very high quality. It's a wood backing. It's 2 pumpkins, and I may insert it here. I'm still working on the model, but we have 2 wood pumpkins, and you're going to finish a piece off on each. So you're going to have 2 out of your 6 are going to be finished on here. And then we have some wood shiplap, because shiplap's all the thing right now. So we have some new wood shiplap that you'll be finishing off as well. You're going to get beautiful backing fabrics to make a couple of pillows or dobo fillers, dobo fillers. You'll get some beautiful backing fabrics. We're going to include all of the paint for you to paint your shiplap board and the pumpkins. And you're going to receive lots of paintbrushes to go along with that, some sandpaper. And then when we sit down to do the pillows, what's going to be included is whatever I decide I'm going to do once I get that far along in the finishing process. So it'll either be chenille, it'll be mini palms, or it'll be rickrack, but you'll have something to go ahead and finish around the edges of those pillows. All the called for floss, which I think I mentioned, a custom-made needle minder, because we know how everyone hates to lose their needles when they're stitching 6 charts, a pretty fall-themed sticker sheet that I will design for you, and then always some extra goodies from me to you. So our last box, our Make Finishing Fall Patriotic box, sold out very quickly. So what you need to do is just look below, go ahead and click that link, get your box registered. These boxes, we're going to cut it off soon. We're already more than halfway sold out, just so you know. But the boxes are going to ship in August so that you guys have time to stitch it before we start doing our lives. Our classes for making finishing fun. One thing I want to stress is you're not going to be alone on this journey, okay? So what I find, especially with newer cross stitchers, is, and we have them come into the shop all the time. Hello, Mama. She almost took my head off. Hello, baby. Oh, she's so mad at me. We usually, have a lot of new cross stitch folks that, they finish it off and I don't know what to do with it. I don't know how to finish it. And when you're going to make the investment in purchasing the Make Finishing Fun box, I want you to know that we're going to be doing this with you, right? So we're going to stitch together in our stitch along on our private Facebook group. And then we're also going to be doing video tutorials with you every step of the way so that you know how to finish them, okay? You're not going to be left to your own devices. I'll also, in the Facebook group and through Anabella's shop at gmail.com, be able to answer all of your questions if you get stuck along the way. I've been stitching since I was 12 years old and I've gotten stuck a lot of times. So it's okay to raise your hand in our private Facebook group that's just going to be, a bunch of us friends and say, help, what do I do now? And we'll walk you through it. So be sure to check that out. A lot of love went into this box. It always does. It's one of my favorite things to do is to bring you these Make Finishing Fun boxes. So I hope you enjoy them. And be sure to go back and look at the last box we did if you want to kind of get a sneak peek of the types of things that are included. All right, so next weekend, my puppies want to come out, but I'm not letting them come out. Next weekend, right here in the beautiful Smoky Mountains, is our girlfriend getaway, our summer girlfriend getaway. It's going to be great. We have a great group of ladies that are coming. They're going to spend the whole weekend with us here at the shop that is being converted into a retreat center, closed to the public, even though it's our hot time of the year. Terry and I want to give them our undivided attention and our team the whole weekend long. We're going to be going out to dinner 2 nights. We're bringing in lunches every single day. We've got lots of stitching and games and laughter and fun and all of the things you would expect when you attend a retreat from Anabella's, and it's going to be fantastic. So obviously that's sold out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be opening up the girlfriend getaway for our fall event. So our fall girlfriend getaway is going to be held October 3rd through 6th. So go ahead right now and save that date, okay? Because you want to make sure that you can get a seat when I open it for registration. And the link is below, if not, I'll include it. And that's going to take you to Get Notified. So you'll get notified first when I open up the girlfriend getaway. I think we have quite a few people on there already. But you'll get notified if you're not on the list yet when I open it up for registration. All those folks get first dibs. They get to register first, and then after that, I'll announce on Flosstube and in the newsletter. And then if you weren't on the Get Notified list and we have seats left, then you can go ahead and register. Have not decided yet whether we're going to be doing it at the shop or whether we're going to be doing it off-site. Wherever it is, it'll be right here in Waynesville/Maggie Valley, North Carolina. And again, those dates are October 3rd through 6th. Okay, let's move on to a little bit of quilting. So excited. We have 3 fabulous fabric collections that are here. Okay, so let me tell you which ones they are. The first one is Naughty or Nice by Teresa Kogan. Now we did bring in the entire collection of this particular fabric line that she did. It is absolutely adorable. I'm going to insert a photo here. Just go to Anabella's Etsy shop and you can see all of the fabrics by the yard, and as well as all of the pre-cuts, and I believe we have some kits. So check that out. Then we have Winter Friends by Deb Strain. Adorable. And again, we have this entire collection here now, pre-cuts as well. All of these, we also hand selected some of the quilt patterns that kind of coincide with the charts. Now, sometimes the quilt patterns are designed by folks other than the designer themselves, but the fabric collection is incorporated into the pattern. So just so that you know, I think we have quite a few patterns for Winter Friends. And also, if you have not seen Emmett and Ivy by Sweetwater, you guys, this is beautiful. So again, here's another photo. The whole collection is here as well. And I will be making up Bella bundles, just so you know, of all of these collections. So no panic if you don't want to invest in fabric by the yard, if you like to sew small projects, if you don't want to buy a yard of fabric, you just want a Bella bundle, which is a fat quarter, or even one of our mini Bella bundles. I'll be making those all up for you from each and every collection so that you can pick and choose what works for your budget and what works for your sewing projects. So stay tuned for that. Those will be coming out early next week. Okay, Christmas in July is here. So we have, Anabella's has released our Christmas in July charts. Not all of them, but there's six, let me see, how many are there? There's 4 or 5. No, there's 5. Christmas in July charts. You can see, I'll insert a couple of them here. You can see the Christmas in July charts that we've released so far, but the good news is that we are doing a mini pop-up virtual retreat to celebrate Christmas in July. Now, why in the world would we do that? So look, I don't know about you, but I've got so many Christmas whips that are sitting in this hendon right here, which is right to my left, bad because I haven't touched them. And I'm not going to lie, I have great intentions, but I find that I'm just not getting into those Christmas whips. So what Christmas in July with this little mini virtual sit and stitch retreat is going to be is let's get together, let's pull out those Christmas whips, and let's spend the entire day stitching and celebrating and spending time, enjoying Christmas in July with some Christmas cheer. So we will play some games. We'll have a lot of fun. Let me see what else I have down on here. Games, prizes. You'll have a virtual swag bag, so you will be receiving some goodies. Your swag bag, we do at all of our virtual retreats, so you'll be getting a swag bag. Live chats, all kinds of fun things. Very affordable priced. Terry said, "What are you doing?" I said, it's fine. So $29, just to cover some of my little costs. But really, it's just all about getting together with all of you. I know a lot of you have reached out and said you missed the pop-up retreats. So there you go. Let's get together on July 12th from 11 to 5 Eastern Standard Time and ring in Christmas in July, get those whips done, maybe start something new, but most importantly, spend a great day together. So I hope you can be there. Link is below. Go ahead and register. Once seats are gone, they're gone. But hopefully I will see you there. I'm looking forward to it. Okay, so Happy Mail. If you are new to my channel, every week we pose a question. You have to be a subscriber to the channel over the age of 18 so I can ask for your mailing address. You have to comment on the question posed, and you have to like the video. And if you do all of those things and you answer the question and I call your name, send an email to me at anabellashop@gmail.com and I'll get your Happy Mail right out to you. Last week's question was, what are your Father's Day plans, or what is your favorite Father's Day memory? A lot of them touched my heart. I didn't have time to go back, to be honest with you, and give hearts this past week, but I did read them all. Whenever I sit down to do a floss tube and I go to the automated name picker, I do take the time to read every single comment. So for those of you who lost your dad like I did, Father's Day is kind of a mixed bag. So big hugs to you. Okay, so the winners are Teresa Petrick, Stitchy Hazel, Hilltop Stitching, Pam Peterson 5490, Jolynn Clark 6235, Lisa Harris 8308. Congratulations, ladies. Get that email to anabellashop@gmail.com. So this week, I thought the question could be, because we're talking about whips, right? And getting those Christmas whips out for the pop-up retreat and doing those together. Tell me what you're stitching though right now. Let me know what you're stitching, what the designer's name is, what the chart is, and what fabric count you're using. I'm curious. I'm stitching models. But I'm looking forward to Christmas in July's pop-up so that I can stitch some Christmas. I still have Andrew's firehouse to finish. Can you even imagine? Terrible. And now that he's a paramedic, EMT, I'm like, oh gosh, I hope he's still putting out fires. No, I don't. I don't want him to put out fires. He can just be the paramedic. Okay, let me see what else we have. Okay, so Friday's Flosstube this coming week won't be like this, but it will be live from the Girlfriend Getaway. So just know that I'll be filming from our Girlfriend Getaway next week. So join us there. Until then, I hope that you spend this weekend doing all the things you love with the people you love the most. So until I see you next Friday, everybody, be happy, be well, and most of all, be kind. See you later. Bye.